Hello and welcome to this Ferris State University football playoff preview. I'm the voice of the Bulldogs, Rob Bentley, joined by Sandy Gholston, as we get set for Saturday. Ferris State and Davenport meeting for the second time in 3 weeks. First ever playoff matchup between the Bulldogs and the Panthers, a familiar foe here in round one for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, a familiar foe indeed. This is probably 4 times in the last calendar year that we've had a chance to play Davenport. So definitely not going to be a lot of secrets between these two teams as they get ready to lock horns here at Top Taggart Field on Saturday. So it's going to be fun. It's two West Michigan rivals that are going to be going at it. Davenport, their first time ever in the playoffs, so going to be a lot of excitement on their part and a lot of excitement on the Bulldogs' part as well. Everybody is 0-0 right now, and everybody has their eyes that are still playing on possibly winning a national championship, but you got to take it one step at a time.
Of course, Saturday expecting some playoff-type weather. The Bulldogs have battled through some snow here over the course of the week at practice sessions. I saw Davenport has kind of went through the same thing, plowing their field and getting it scraped off so they could really practice in preparation for this game.
Yeah, this is one of those times where actually Grand Rapids area might be getting the worst of it from a weather standpoint. So they're getting accustomed, not that necessarily by choice, to being ready for the weather conditions that are going to be tough, probably for both teams. So that's something that they're preparing for. Obviously, the Bulldogs are preparing for it. We're looking out the window here at Wheeler Pavilion, and the snow is coming down again. And so it's that time of the year. So, yeah, it was in the 70s last week, but seems like a distant memory now.
Of course, Ferris State, a 28-7 winner over Davenport in regular season play. The Bulldogs making their eighth consecutive NCAA Division II playoff experience. Certainly that experience helps the Ferris State cause coming into a game like this.
It does. I mean, we have a lot of guys on our team that have been there. They've done that. We do have some young guys on the team, but we do have a lot of experience coming back from a team that obviously was very successful last season. And so that experience hopefully will pay off for these Bulldogs, that they're not going to be in awe of the moment, and they're going to know that what it really comes down to is getting it done in the trenches, getting it done on the line of scrimmage. And that's been the hallmark of Bulldog football success over the years, has been winning the offensive line battle, winning the defensive line battle, indeed just winning the line of scrimmage. And so if the Bulldogs can do that, they're going to be in good shape, especially considering the weather conditions. It's going to be really important to really establish and win the line of scrimmage, be able to run the ball and stop the ball.
Of course, Ferris State right now ranked among the top 15 teams in the country, both in terms of total offense and total defense. The defensive unit ranked third in the nation, and obviously that unit kind of sets the tone here in playoff football for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, and they're going to be put to the test again because Davenport is a team that we know that they like to throw the ball. They like to spread you out and throw the ball, but they showed a little bit in that earlier meeting that they will run the ball a little bit too, and so the Bulldogs know that they're going to have to be prepared for a balanced Davenport attack, and all the more reason why they're going to have to be strong up front on the line. Linebackers are going to have to be good as well, and then the secondary is going to have to be smart, and they're going to have to pick their spots really well. And so Davenport, again, is very dynamic offense, but this Bulldog defense, they really look forward to challenges like this, and so they're going to be in store for another challenge because this is the playoffs. You win or you go home, and so there is no next week. You got to be ready to take care of business this week.
Of course, Ferris State, a one-game-at-a-time mentality, led by the GLIAC Player of the Year. Caleb Murphy named the GLIAC Player of the Year here today. One of 16 Bulldogs named to the all-conference squad. Davenport, some first-team guys as well, and some guys that earned some recognition, and a lot of great players that will take the field here in this playoff matchup.
Yeah, as you would expect. When you have two teams that are making the playoffs, 2 of 28 teams that are in the playoffs, you're obviously going to have a lot of all-conference selections. You're going to have guys that really set themselves apart from the pack, and certainly Caleb Murphy is one of those guys defensively, and so he's a big leader for that defensive unit. And he's going to have to be on his game, and the rest of that defensive unit is going to have to be on their game. There's some talent on that offensive side of the ball for Davenport that the Bulldogs are going to have to contend with. And so, again, Davenport, a very versatile offense that, again, they will throw it, but they will also run it as well. So everybody's going to have to be on their toes defensively.
Reminder, fans, you can purchase tickets online, ferrisstatebulldogs.com/tickets. Come out and support the Bulldogs. We'll have all the action for you as well on Flow Sports and, of course, on the Bulldogs Sports Network and Sunny 97.3 FM. Pregame coverage starting at noon. Kickoff 1 o'clock. Should be fun. Playoff football, always great to see here in Big Rapids.
You can't say much more than that. I mean, it's playoff football. This is the exciting time of the year. This is what these guys have played for. This is what these guys were sweating through those preseason workouts. This is what they were sweating through the preseason and all the practices and whatnot to get ready for that season opener when it was blazing hot. And they've earned the right to be able to play here in the snow in West Michigan here at Top Taggart Field in the playoffs. And so this is what they work for, and they want to take advantage of that opportunity.
West Michigan rivals Ferris State and Davenport in the opening round of the NCAA Division II playoffs on Saturday. Kickoff 1 o'clock right here at Top Taggart Field. A reminder for all the coverage of Ferris State football in the playoffs, you can log on to ferrisstatebulldogs.com.